Welcome back. Wonderful to have your company here at Cruise1st TV, and you're in for a treat for the next half an hour as we take you on amazing adventures that feature our most popular worldwide tour, the Golden Triangle of India, enjoying the wonders of old and new Delhi, the pink city of Jaipur and the stunning city of Agra, home to the revered and stunning Taj Mahal. It's all escorted and brought to life in an incredible way by our friends at Perfect Travels. Not just a tour company, a wonderful partnership and friendship that Cruise1st have enjoyed for over 15 years, meaning that we promise you a trusted, genuine and fulfilling experience. We've sent thousands of our customers on this tour of the Golden Triangle over the years. It's very highly rated and it delights with adventure you'll want to experience all over again. And I am so pleased, honoured in fact, to welcome back to Cruise1st TV Adi Bajaj from Perfect Travels. Adi, it's so good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
It has been too long.
Yes.
Too long, because what you do for us is exactly that, perfect. I mean, you have wowed our guests over the years, but it's not just about the journey, it's about the storytelling, it's about finding those hidden little gems everywhere we go, isn't it?
Correct, correct. So these hidden little gems, especially when someone is coming for the first time, is something like the Golden Triangle and lots more. We have a range of programs across our packages, and when you're talking about India in particular, it is the Golden Triangle which is
It's incredible. Let's just talk about Perfect Travels for a second, because you are a family generational business. You are the third, fourth generation?
Yes, we are very proudly since 1978. We are today 48 years old, and this year, and I'm the third generation of the family. And my grandparents began the journey, and ever since it's been an absolute delight to welcome you all with open arms to India, and having such trustworthy partners, having full trust in us as their local DMC.
Well, honestly, you have never let us down, and we've got reviews, feedback galore, which comes back from our tours. And this is going to be a very, very exciting show as well, as you guide us through these wonderful regions.
Sure.
For you, just quickly before we begin, for you, what is the ultimate highlight of the Golden Triangle tour for you personally? I
would say the ultimate highlight would actually be, instead of the Taj, because we all know the golden icon of India, the Taj Mahal, except for that, it is in fact the Royal City Palace of Jaipur.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Houses one of the most beautiful rare artifacts and museum of belonging to the great Mughal Empire and the British Raj of India.
And for me, I think it would be the water palace, the Jal Mahal in Jaipur. It's very, very special. And listen, you will get to see it on part of this tour. I can't wait for you to see this. It's one of the most exciting things we could ever talk about on this channel, and something which you need to do. Honestly, don't leave it till later live. Do it now, because we are going to take you on an amazing, colourful tour, so you can enjoy just some of the amazing highlights that you could expect when you take this eye-opening, life-affirming, awe-inspiring experience. Our first offer starts on the 28th of November this year, and there is an alternative date in February next year, actually, that we'll tell you about later. And the whole trip is for 15 nights, and we start by flying you out to India to experience this Golden Triangle adventure.
We'll begin with the capital city of Delhi, where you'll arrive at the New Delhi International Airport. Followed by that, you'll be taken to your deluxe hotel for one night. The next morning, we'll be covering old part of city of Delhi, called Shah Jahanabad, built primarily as a capital for the 16th century Mughal Empire. Our in-depth experiences will be given by our special guides who will be there at your service. Step back in time and enjoy the glory of Mughal Empire and British Raj of India. Our first stop in the old city of Delhi will be at the Jama Masjid Mosque, which is a marvelous red sandstone Indo-Islamic architecture. Later, we'll be experiencing a rickshaw ride along the streets of old city of Delhi and spice markets, which is still the trading hub for Europe and Asia. Followed by that, we'll take a photo stop outside the UNESCO heritage site Red Fort, built for the 17th century empire's residence as well. Later, we'll continue our drive to Agra, the city of the Taj, the crown jewel and one of the wonders of the world. Upon arrival, you'll be met, checked in, and then later in sunset, you'll be taken for the Taj Mahal tour by the Yamuna River, which is Mehtab Bagh Gardens there. Next morning, we'll be proceeding towards Sunrise Grand Tour to the inside of the Taj, where your guides will arrange combustion-free vehicles to hop in, and followed by that heritage walk tour to the inside of this grand icon of India, built in 1631 by 20,000 artisans who came from as far as Europe. The complex spans for over 1,000 acres and has various Persian and Turkish architectural fusions as well. We captured the changing phases of the Taj and later explored the city of Agra, the old city, where we'll be journeying through traditional houses, Raj-era colonies and architecture of the India's famous Red Fort of Agra. Upon arrival at the Red Fort, you'll experience this giant 34 acres of fort which has seen various dynasties and empires. Inside the complexes, we'll be moving through heritage walk tour inside as well, and then later journey back to your hotel for rest of the evening and leisure. Next, we'll journey to Jaipur, the pink city, the heritage of India, washed in different shades of pink to welcome Prince Albert, who later became the Emperor of India. Upon your journey, you'll also be stopping at the Real Exotic Marigold Hotel film location en route. Later, next morning, our sightseeing of Jaipur begins, and step back in time and enjoy the chivalrous Rajput of the city. We'll begin with the Great Amber Fortress, where we'll take classic jeeps to ride uphill. Followed by that, we'll be journeying to the Water Palace and then to the City Palace and Royal Museum, which houses rare galleries from British Raj to Rajput era. Then we take tuk-tuk rides inside the old bazaar and street markets. Followed by that to the Albert Hall Museum, built by Sir Swinton Jacob in the 19th century. Day 6, we conclude our tour, come back to Delhi and begin your New Delhi City Tour designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens of the famous British Raj era. Today, it is a part of and heart of independent India. We'll begin at Gandhi Smriti, Remembrance Home of Mahatma Gandhi, followed by Rajpath, which resembles Champs-Élysées of France. Explore the India Gate here, followed by Rashtrapati Bhavan, President House and Parliament Houses here as well. And before we conclude our journey, we'll be heading towards the Central Park of Delhi, known as Connaught Place, named after the Duke of Connaught. We'll conclude at the Bangla Sahib Gurudwara and its prominent Sikh community kitchen, where sacred meals are served to 10,000 daily, regardless of caste, creed or religion. Next morning, you'll be taken for departure transfer to Delhi International Airport, where we conclude your trip.
Addy, honestly, I mean, words and pictures never actually place you there. Standing in all of those places,
correct.
That's where you feel the magic. And of course, every trip is unique as well, because there's the sights and the sounds that you see as you're driving between these places as well, isn't there?
Indeed, indeed. There's lots to see, of course, when you're excursioning from one city to the other.
Yeah.
In fact, our drives are comfortable, our tours as well are gentler paced for all your travelers to enjoy.
Yeah, sounds perfect. Absolutely perfect. And the journey continues, of course, from here, because after your 6-night Golden Triangle tour, you'll fly from Delhi over to Dubai. And we've got a 1-night hotel stay there lined up for you. I looked up a couple of things to do in Dubai in December, actually. You can go and tour the Miracle Garden, which has a display of over 150 million flowers in lovely arrangements. There's the Dubai Fountain, and it's coming up to Christmas, of course, so you might want to go to the Dubai ice rink and have a little skate around. Be careful though, because I want you on the cruise in one piece. And here is MSC Euribia, and we are on board for the next 7 nights. This is a wonderful, wonderful cruise around the Emirates as well. You're going to love it. MSC, of course, as we know, with that wonderful Galleria, with that wonderful party feel right the way through the ship. You are, of course, cruising around the playground of the millionaires and billionaires here, and you are enjoying it on a fresh, bright, glittering ship which has those wonderful Swarovski crystal staircases. You have got so many restaurant choices on board as well. You've got the wonderful main dining with amazing service and so many more choices than you would expect on a main dining cruise restaurant menu. They're amazing. Everything's there freshly prepared. But you've also got the choice of these amazing specialty dining restaurants as well. You've got things like the teppanyaki to enjoy, and that's kind of like a show and dinner all at the same time. You've got the steakhouse, of course. You've got Butcher's Cut to enjoy, which again, you will have the greatest time. But the ship is just so wonderful. You'll be up on the pool deck most days. If you're not in a port, you'll be enjoying trivia, dance lessons, the party, just lounging and just enjoying the greatest time. But this cruise itself as well around the Emirates is just brilliant because, as I say, you've got your floating resort, which is taking you to all of these major landmark cities to enjoy, and maybe you'll enjoy tours in them. Maybe you'll simply just go shopping or wandering. Of course, we are now talking about December on this part of the holiday, and we of course are leading up to Christmas, so maybe you'll be wanting to get some fine diamonds or some nice gold in another part of the world, or go and haggle in the souks. It would be absolutely amazing to do that. If you've got the whole family with you, if you have as well, you fancy a big adventure like this, there's lots for people of all ages to enjoy on board on Euribia. So we're coming out of Dubai into Doha in Qatar first. There's the Museum of Islamic Art here. There's the Souk Waqif for a blend of culture and shopping, and you can take desert safaris here as well if you fancy a bit of dune bashing, whatever that may be. Next, we hop on to Manama in Bahrain. You can visit the famous Bahrain Fort, which is UNESCO World Heritage here. And there's a pearl diving experience that you can take on a tour with MSC as well. We have a day at sea, which is pure bliss in this part of the world before we arrive in Abu Dhabi, the big city. Lots for you to enjoy here. Ferrari World, always a big favourite, always first on my list, but there's the Grand Mosque and there are many other adventures you can have in Abu Dhabi. Next to Sabaniyas Island, again in the Emirates, so beautiful. You can take a wildlife safari here if you fancy it, spotting giraffes and gazelles. There's a mangrove kayaking adventure if you fancy it, all on tours with MSC. Our final port brings us back into Dubai. But we're staying here for an extra night. Rather than thinking, oh, I'd love to stay for another night and paying out for a 5-star hotel, enjoy all the glitz and glamour on board Euribia before you then fly back to the UK, because you know you're going to meet somebody on the cruise who said, oh, when you were in Dubai, did you see this, that? And you've got another chance to catch up if you want to do that, and then you'll fly back to the UK. This is the most incredible adventure. If you think of the contrast of these experiences as well, the two elements of this go so well together. You've got the amazing Golden Triangle tour, which honestly, and listen, I don't know if I can say a statement so big, but it's going to change your life. It's going to change your outlook. You are going to see some beautiful sights. You are going to see things that are totally out of your everyday. You're going to have the most amazing experiences. And you'll be escorted all of the way through 3 amazing regions in India, to see Delhi and to tour both sides of Delhi. Delhi of yesterday, Delhi of today. Jaipur, the pink city, which just has this lovely rhythm about it. It's a chaotic rhythm, but you will absolutely love it, I promise you. And going to see one of the icons of the world, the Taj Mahal. And being there at sunrise and sunset, the most magical times to be there. Combine that collection of experiences with your wonderful Emirates cruise, and you have got something which I think you should be booking today. And you can book this today with a low deposit as well. But Mr. P, let's roll the numbers and show you that it is not tens of thousands of pounds we are talking about. We are looking for the whole entire holiday, this price here, at 2299 per person. It is amazing. I mean, seriously, you will come back from this holiday and you will say, you know what, I would have spent 5 times more to experience what I did on that holiday, particularly your tour in India, because that really is something magical and special. And every single tour is absolutely unique. The experiences you have, the sights you see, the things you come across, honestly, magical. Seriously, magical. I've holidayed and visited these parts of the world in India myself, so I can tell you from life experience, you'll look back on this and think, I'm so glad I did. Maybe this is a part of the world that's never before been on your holiday horizon for a variety of different reasons. Remember, when you land in Delhi, it's like a big pair of welcoming arms will then take you from the airport right the way through all of these experiences, escorted all of the way with guides, where you're learning about the places that you're seeing as well. You're not just seeing them, you're learning about them and their story. You're capturing that individual moment. For this price, I could talk about this for the whole half an hour, but Addy is with me as well, and I must get Addy back into the show. This price, though, includes so much. So your flight from the UK out to Delhi in India, your incredible, wonderful big cuddle of your 6-night fully escorted Golden Triangle tour with great times in Delhi and Jaipur and Agra, the home of the Taj Mahal. So many different places visited, and then after that wonderful tour you fly to Dubai for a 1-night stay there, and then a week-long cruise of the Emirates on MSC Euribia. Your tips are included, an extra overnight at the end of the cruise in Dubai before you then fly back to the UK. Let's show you everything that is included here. Honestly, this is amazing. Such a lovely holiday. And listen, I'm not just saying that because I'm the bloke on the telly that sells holidays. I'm saying that because genuinely I do believe that an escorted experience is the very best way to see India for the first time, I think, Addy, because it can be a little bit overwhelming for someone from the UK.
Correct.
Because it's a lot of people, it's a lot of noise, it's a lot of vehicles, and that can be a little bit, and once you get used to that and see how happy everything happens,
Yes.
It's just amazing, isn't
It
it?
is.
It's magic. You can take it for granted, of course.
No doubt. I would say in one word, it's an organized chaos, my friend.
It is. It all works though, doesn't it?
It does work, absolutely. And you rightly said, our tour guides, our escorts, our company chauffeurs are there with you from the point of your arrival until the point of your departure.
Yeah. It is incredible. Okay, let's do another one of these magical experiences. We are off to cruise Thailand and Vietnam with celebrity cruises in luxury, this time on the Celebrity Solstice with drinks and Wi-Fi included. And this is the 29th of January in 2027, and it's 22 nights this time, starting with your amazing hosted tour in India's Golden Triangle.
We'll begin with the capital city of Delhi, where you'll arrive at the New Delhi International Airport. Followed by that, you'll be taken to your deluxe hotel for 1 night. The next morning, we'll be covering old part of city of Delhi, called Shah Jahanabad, built primarily as a capital for the 16th century Mughal Empire. Our in-depth experiences will be given by our special guides who will be there at your service. Step back in time and enjoy the glory of Mughal Empire and British Raj of India. Our first stop in the old city of Delhi will be at the Jama Masjid Mosque, which is a marvelous red sandstone Indo-Islamic architecture. Later, we'll be experiencing a rickshaw ride along the streets of Old City of Delhi and spice markets, which is still the trading hub for Europe and Asia. Followed by that, we'll take a photo stop outside the UNESCO heritage site Red Fort, built for the 17th century empire's residence as well. Later, we'll continue our drive to Agra, the city of the Taj, the crown jewel and one of the wonders of the world. Upon arrival, you'll be met, checked in, and then later in sunset, you'll be taken for the Taj Mahal tour by the Yamuna River, which is Mehtab Bagh Gardens there. Next morning, we'll be proceeding towards sunrise grand tour to the inside of the Taj, where your guides will arrange combustion-free vehicles to hop in, and followed by that heritage walk tour to the inside of this grand icon of India, built in 1631 by 20,000 artisans who came from as far as Europe. The complex spans for over 1,000 acres and has various Persian and Turkish architectural fusions as well. We captured the changing phases of the Taj and later explored the city of Agra, the old city where we'll be journeying through traditional houses, Raj-era colonies and architecture of the India's famous Red Fort of Agra. Upon arrival at the Red Fort, you'll experience this giant 34 acres of fort which has seen various dynasties and empires. Inside the complexes, we'll be moving through heritage walk tour inside as well, and then later journey back to your hotel for rest of the evening and leisure. Next, we'll journey to Jaipur, the pink city, the heritage of India, washed in different shades of pink to welcome Prince Albert, who later became the Emperor of India. Upon your journey, you'll also be stopping at the Real Exotic Marigold Hotel film location en route. Later, next morning, our sightseeing of Jaipur begins, and step back in time and enjoy the chivalrous Rajput of the city. We'll begin with the Great Amber Fortress, where we'll take classic jeeps to ride uphill. Followed by that, we'll be journeying to the Water Palace and then to the City Palace and Royal Museum, which houses rare galleries from British Raj to Rajput era. Then we take tuk-tuk rides inside the old bazaar and street markets. followed by that to the Albert Hall Museum, built by Sir Swinton Jacob in the 19th century. Day 6, we conclude our tour, come back to Delhi and begin your New Delhi City tour designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens of the famous British Raj era. Today, it is a part of and heart of independent India. We'll begin at Gandhi Smriti, Remembrance Home of Mahatma Gandhi, followed by Rajpath, which resembles Champs-Élysées of France. Explore the India Gate here, followed by Rashtrapati Bhavan, President House and Parliament Houses here as well. And before we conclude our journey, we'll be heading towards the central park of Delhi, known as Connaught Place, named after the Duke of Connaught. We'll conclude at the Bangla Sahib Gurudwara and its prominent Sikh community kitchen, where sacred meals are served to 10,000 daily, regardless of caste, creed or religion. Next morning, you'll be taken for departure transfer to Delhi International Airport, where we conclude your trip.
Honestly, and what a magical trip. And as much as Addy can bring everything to life for you, it's like taking a little look through the letterbox, because the experience itself is so huge. You are going to absolutely love it. Of course, that's just part one of this holiday, because from Delhi we this time fly to Singapore, and we're going to be there for a 2-night hotel stay, which is fantastic. We love talking about Singapore as well. Things to do in February in Singapore. Well, of course, we are talking about the right time of year for celebrating the Chinese New Year, which is brilliant. That's just on the run-up. There's hawker centres to enjoy, gardens by the bay, of course, and so much more. You're there for a couple of nights to enjoy that. And then it is time for your big 5-star cruise adventure, and we are on board the Celebrity Solstice. And you will just love the serenity of that. The Lawn Club, where you can get up on that wonderful real lawn on the top of a cruise ship. A bonkers idea. I don't know whoever came up with it, but whoever did, absolute genius, because it's not recreated anywhere else at sea. I love it. It's just on Celebrity, and it is just so relaxing. This is your 5-star cruise. You are on board for 12 nights. You are all included as well, so you have a classic drinks package. You have Wi-Fi to enjoy. But believe you me, there will be so much for you to enjoy day by day. The last thing you'll be doing is picking up your phone and checking the internet, checking the bad news around the world and all the rest of it. You will be lavishing in this 5-star luxury, because that's what this holiday is all about. It really is a far cry from the everyday, and that's what this whole holiday is about. It's about a journey of discovery as we go around the Golden Triangle, and then it's the ultimate in luxury. And if you know Celebrity already, you know that when it comes to cruise, there are some people, and there are lots of people, who the only cruise line they will choose is Celebrity, because it gives them everything that they want. That unashamed luxury, that wonderful boutique feel, that feel like every single night you feel like this should be costing £2,000 a night. It's just all so beautiful. And to know that you have drinks included is so good. I mean, really, really nice. Responsibly, one at a time, etc., etc. But it means that you can have a great time all day, every day, enjoying the very, very best of what's on offer. And there is so much on offer. Beautiful dining, of course, wonderful activities which you'll really enjoy being part of, the most amazing spa, and the theatre shows are just spectacular. You almost forget that you're actually going and visiting amazing places at the same time. And of course, you can take those as you want to. Take an excursion with the cruise line, have a little wander around yourself, or stay on board the ship and just enjoy the view and the luxury. So here we are out of Singapore, a day at sea to Koh Samui in Thailand. You can visit the Secret Buddha Garden here, which is nestled up in the hills. There's a 4-wheel drive jungle safari where you can go exploring if you fancy that. All available on tours with Celebrity. Next, we go into the port for Bangkok, Laem Chabang, and we're there for an overnight, so 2 full days. So you can do one tour one day and another the next day, or see it by night as well. Very different city by night, and there's so many different shore excursions that you can enjoy here as well. A day at sea, and then we're into another real key city in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. This is Phu Mai, which is the port for Ho Chi Minh. The Ben Thanh Market, amazing to go in, see all the hustle and bustle and shop for the local goods and enjoy the local cuisine as well. Amazing. A day at sea, and we're in Chiang Mai, which is your port for Hue and Da Nang in Vietnam. The Lanco beach here is particularly of note. It just has a lovely tranquil lagoon here, and you can just go there for the day, enjoy a lovely beach experience. Then we head into another of the big cities in Vietnam, into Hanoi, again here for an overnight, so 2 full days. There's the old quarter there, there's the ethnology museum where you can learn about diverse cultures in Vietnam, and of course you've got amazing shopping, and some of that is on the water and some of that is on the street as well. Enjoy it all, and that's what this kind of holiday is all about. Now you end this cruise in Hong Kong, so we started in Singapore but we end in Hong Kong, and that's where we fly back to the UK. But if you wanted to stay for an extra couple of nights in Hong Kong, it's not a problem whatsoever. We can arrange that for you. So what we've got here for you is an early bird, great price tag for the end of January in 2027. And that's why a low deposit will lock our exclusive price tag in place for you. And you are not going to believe, with everything we've just talked about, that massive escorted Golden Triangle tour, that 12-night celebrity cruise, and your stay in Singapore and all the flights in between. And look, you could pay more for that than a tailored holiday in Italy for a lot less with one of those specialised travel companies. But look at what we've got you for an amazing price. That's your flight out to Delhi in India, your 6-night fully escorted Golden Triangle tour, the wonderful pink city of Jaipur, Agra for the Taj Mahal, and the tours of Old and New Delhi all wrapped up in that. You then fly from Delhi to Singapore for a 2-night hotel stay there, and then 12 nights of that celebrity cruising with drinks and Wi-Fi included. Thailand and Vietnam with overnights in Hanoi and Bangkok, ending the cruise in Hong Kong and then flying back to the UK for that. I mean, all for an amazing price. I'm so surprised that's under $5,000. It's ridiculous. Let's take a look at everything that's included. Just to put this into perspective, the value of the drinks and the Wi-Fi on the cruise is over $1,300 per person. And when you think about that and the total price of this holiday, it is absolutely ridiculous. Please call us right now, 0800 953 4700. Just talking about the Golden Triangle tour that we featured through this show, it can actually be extended by a couple of days as well, Addy, because we can also take you to see the famous Bengal tigers as well, can't we, in Ranthambore?
Yes, so the Great Ranthambore Tiger Sanctuary, it comes in the middle of Agra and Jaipur, so you can easily connect and upgrade your Golden Triangle and make it a Taj and Tiger.
And you're really close to the action there?
Yes, of course. The kind of resorts and lodges that we book for you and what you are booked at for 5-star deluxe resorts are just near to the gates entry of the national park itself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, there are many other tours that we hook up with Perfect Travels for around the world. I feel that we should just quickly mention those as well, because we have adventures in Sri Lanka, and we can take you also to the roof of the world.
Of course.
To Nepal.
Nepal, the highlights of Himalayas.
And part of that is actually a flight over Mount Everest,
yes,
isn't it?
No doubt. So the Mount Everest flight that occurs in the sunrise time in the morning, and that flight is absolutely stunning. You are definitely here to immerse yourself into the Himalayas. You're just around the corner. You feel like you can touch it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, no doubt.
And we have a special show which will feature that as well. Addy, I can't believe we've run out of time on this show as well. Listen, don't leave it another 6 years before you come back.
A pleasure to see you.
Thank you so much
Namaste.
for your company. And listen, there are many, many other cruise adventures that you can take where we can combine this Golden Triangle tour. We talk about it many times on the shows. So please do talk to the team. Any questions you've got, it's a free phone number, remember, 0800 953 4700. Even with a half an hour with Addy here, we've had no time really to go into detail. But listen, that is the journey you take next to talk to our amazing team. My thanks to Addy, my thanks to you. Stay right where you are.